Well, Xavier, the 2016 fixture's been released. What's your take on it?
Well, I mean, it's a good fixture in terms of getting out to see all the Essendon fans across the country. We'll travel interstate 6 times. We'll go to Perth twice. We'll go to Adelaide twice, having missed Adelaide last year, and obviously into Sydney and also into Gold Coast. So, great opportunity to see all of our fans across the country. Family-friendly time slots again, so I think they're probably the two positives. The third is probably from a football perspective. I think it's a draw with the weighted rule where we'll be playing teams that finished in a similar bracket to us on dual occasions. So I think that's a positive from a football perspective as well.
Clubs can obviously submit a wish list in the lead up to the fixture. Are you happy with what the AFL came back with?
I'm a little bit disappointed. I mean, we made 4 or 5 key requests. One request is obviously pushing country game, and we're really excited about that initiative, and that adds to the blockbusters, the key blockbusters against Richmond in Dreamtime, and obviously Anzac Day against Collingwood. There were a couple of other requests that we would have liked to have seen fulfilled. I think like every football club, but particularly for the big traditional clubs, we want to be playing primetime slots, and our form wasn't great last year, but I'd like to think there's a fair bit of hope now. It's a new beginning. You've got a new coach. We have faced pretty unique challenges, and would like to think that we're coming out the back end of that now. And I'd like to think that Essendon does provide a pretty attractive option for next year, and we just have to prove that in our form on field, and hopefully we'll be back to playing more regular primetime slots in 2017 and beyond.
There's 2 ways of looking at the fixture. There's obviously the football perspective, which is a bit of an unknown at the moment, but also the commercial perspective. What's the draw look like for us financially?
I think there's a balance you're always trying to get in your fixture, a balance between good family-friendly times, and I think we've got a real strong skew toward that, like we did in 2015. And you also like to ensure you're getting prime time slots, and I think we're lacking in that space in 2016, and I think we were a little bit below it in 2015. As I said, our form was up and down, but 2016, I'm excited about that. So that's a little bit disappointing, but you'd like to get you'd like to have a good balance between both. So it gives the opportunity to fans to attend, but also to watching primetime slots as well.
You've mentioned getting around the country and also the blockbusters, the extra blockbuster this year against Geelong. Are they the big opportunities for Essendon this year to really get some big crowds?
Yeah, they are. I mean, that's what this football club has been about for such a long period of time. I think our fans are proud of those key marquee matches. Sheeds has been incredibly passionate about building country game, and there's a real genuineness and authenticity around Sheeds and why he's passionate about that game, and I'm really proud to see that and passionate about that concept. I'm proud to see him get it up, and us as a football club get it up. I think it'll be a great fixture for us moving forward.
All right, thanks a lot for your time, Zaf.
Thanks, Simon.